Hello.
Hey,
How's everybody?
welcome to Group P. We're here.
We're all adults.
Nothing funny about the letter P.
Nothing funny about the letter P.
No,
Not one obscene thing comes to my mind.
not even one.
Not a single one.
Nope.
I'm taking this letter P as it is. The letter that comes after O, and the one before Q.
Right.
So there you go.
We got some.
These decks look fun.
These look pretty fun.
These decks look fun. Like every single one of them's got something kind of fun going on. There's like a Urian deck that looks like it could slap pretty hard.
We also have the Keyforge and Doorstep deck.
Yeah, it's
in
the same
tonight.
Well, that is the same deck as the Urian deck. So
No,
correct.
Nothing funny.
Correct.
No.
Exactly.
Nope. Not at all. Okay, so we're just gonna get into it. Boom.
Cybernetic Wastrel Duke.
Come on, Prospero. The Impossibly Glorious. This is that deck.
Legacy Secura Droid. Not the most exciting legacy. However, there is a Z-Force agent in this deck, so there's like a outside chance that the Secura Droid ends up netting you some amber. So.
Welcome back, Wizard Random. Good to see you again.
We're glad you stop by whenever you stop by.
So we played Oath on Friday night. Gotta tell you, didn't care for it.
I liked it, but then again, I think that's more. There's a chart of Nathan games and a chart of Justin games, and there's less overlap than you might think. So Z-Force. Whoa, Mattermaker! That's dope.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Mattermaker's a really cool card. Was Mattermaker reprinted in this set?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. We have like one, and I think it's in a deck that doesn't really take advantage of it.
We had a couple of Mattermakers in Mass Mutations, and only like one was like even close.
What game? Oath.
Oath by later games.
Yeah.
So I believe Oath is the game that Sky Jedi helped later develop through Tabletop Simulator, because I think it was done during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I believe, I may be mistaken, but I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm not starting some sort of rumor or whatever.
I appreciate the aesthetic of those games.
Well, all those games have an awesome, unique art style. So it has legacy elements, and
I wouldn't even start with that. I think
you start with the legacy elements because that's ultimately the selling point of it.
But it was like minor legacy elements. We didn't even get to see them. So.
It is very much like there are multiple avenues to victory.
It's like area control.
Yeah, and it's
with
kind
factions.
of honestly, it's not a terrible Game of Thrones simulator. In the way that you can achieve victory either through military conquest or just getting the people to like you, and you have somebody who is like a mad king. No, it's dudes on map, but there's like more to that than that, and there's like some questing elements, and there's a lot of really neat concepts going on.
But there's a lot of concepts going on.
But there's a lot of concepts. And
that was kind of my problem with it. There's too much going on. Yeah. I would play it again. I think 5 was too many people. Waiting.
XO73D. Yeah, so your turns are sort of long. There's some randomness to your turn, so you can make a plan for your turn, but the first action can go not the way that you're expecting, and then you have to like completely reevaluate your turn. And because turns, there's a lot of games like that I've played, like Scythe, or where your turns can be done sort of asynchronously, so where once you've made all your decisions on a map, you can make like a handful of other decisions.
I think once you go above the 4-player count in a board game, you really need to not have one person taking a 15-minute turn.
Yeah.
You have to have a way for everyone to be doing something.
Who won that roll? I rolled a 7.
You?
Okay.
I don't remember what I rolled.
We're too busy talking.
Yeah. Skavazi, thank you for that stuff.
I think it plays up to 6. And so I can imagine a 6-player turn. You take a turn and then you go take a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Because
but the only thing you could do between turns is roll some dice. Right, for your defense. Clank is great. We need to finish Clank Legacy. I did not win. No, I did not win. We actually called the game. We did not.
I think Bertani said Justin won the die roll.
Oh, did I win it?
If so, that's fine. I accept.
Did you draw 7?
I drew 6.
Okay.
I have not drawn 7 yet.
Well, I mulliganed, so I'll shuffle and draw.
I think I mulligan
6.
this hand because I don't think it quite works. No, I've got a Eureka. Let's go. I'll mulligan. Even if I'm going second, I would Eureka first turn.
We might be able to get it back into Clank Legacy next week.
Ah.
Yeah. The Clank Legacy that we started in February of last year.
Dog shit in because I like lost every 3% chance or whatever. There were times where I would have 2 cubes. Everybody else would have like 5+ cubes in there. I'd be like 2 away from death, and whoever drew the card would draw my 2 cubes and kill me out of like 40. It was so frustrating, and that happened like 3 games in a row. I'm not mad. It's a year and a half later, or a year and 3 months later, and I'm still mad. I'm getting mad thinking about it. I'm mad describing it to you. Nothing has gone wrong in Keyforge tonight for me to get mad at. But think about Clank Legacy.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Makes me mad.
Maybe we shouldn't play Clank Legacy again. Stick to Dune Imperium.
All right, I'll keep. This hand's hilarious, but uh-oh. All right, well, I'm gonna say Logos. I'll play Hydro Cataloger. And Hydro Cataloger. And Infomorph. And Phase Shift. Crash Muldoon. He doesn't get to do anything because it's not a Star Alliance turn. And it is your turn. I will draw 6.
I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play a Kirker. I will.
Oh, God, it's gonna Teresa Light of the Archon.
Grand Alliance Council for the goodbye crash.
Crash.
I will put Teresa on Urian. I will put Light of the Archons.
Yeah, I knew it.
On Urian. I will
effing knew it.
play you an away team. I will reap with Urian. And then I get 1 for each armor. He's got 3 armor. He's got 3 armor. 3.
I think this game is over already.
Extra ambers there.
My turn.
Okay, yep.
I will Eureka.
Turn 2 Voltron.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think that deck has 3 Teresas, which is why I was really like the turn when Urian was could be ugly. And Infomorph will just reap. And I will say check with 6. It's your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Star Alliance. I'm gonna put Shield You later on Urian. Capture 1. I'll reap.
Wizard random.
With Urian.
Thank you.
Wizard random. I get so 1 armor plus 3 to 4 plus 2, 6 amber.
5, 6.
Turbo Urian. I will. What would it just reap? There's no doorstep, and that's not the doorstep deck, right? This is the doorstep deck. Okay.
This deck, you could say, doesn't have a way to punish you for doing what you're doing.
I'll just get big. Your turn.
Okay. I will put my archives into my hand and say Sanctum. I'll play Marshal Ewer and Raise the Tide, and I'll archive 2 the Hydra Cataloger. I will play Staunch Knight. I will play Sir Bever. Shifting Battlefield, Sir Bever here. Capture 1. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 6 and draw 2. Go ahead.
Zoe gives you the tier 1 sub. Thank you.
Hey, look at that. Look at all the support. Look at all that support.
Much appreciate. Is that a hype train I see?
Starting off with a hype train.
Is that a hype train? We're 50% of the way.
Train.
I am reaping for an entire key. That is correct.
Go ahead.
Alright, I will forge. We're at the wait 3 turns part of this game.
I don't even think it's 3.
I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Marshal Ewer and Raise the Tide.
Okay, well. You get to archive too.
Oh, hey. Very cool. I will Taxing Journey.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put Urian over here.
That is not Shifting Battlefield.
Oh, you're right. So I'll put it there.
Oh my god, the hype train keeps going.
Wow. I'll reap for 6. I guess. Your turn.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to kill him.
He's very big.
Say Logos. I'll play Anomaly Exploiter. I'll play Forgive or Forget, and I'll archive Phase Shift and Crash Muldoon. I'll play Tall Mage Steelheart, who's got 3 counters. Infomorph. Reaps. You can't even kill anything. It's your turn. I'll draw 3. And we can move on to the next.
Okay,
yeah. That did not have any work control.
Alright, well,
I didn't actually draw anything that interacted with your board. At all.
Oof.
This deck's got some cool cards, but it doesn't actually have Amber Control in it.
Zoke with the resub at tier 1, 23 months. Thank you, Zoke. Is that a level 3 hype train? Hype?
It's made it to level 3!
Pog. Champ. Wow. Level 2 is complete. Extremely pog.
Does that deck have 2 Urians or just?
I think it's got 2.
Yeah, it's got 2.
Yeah, so it's actually.
I think it
can get that off.
It's one of those where it looks like I wouldn't even say. Enjoy that sub there. Cream 92.
Okay, next game. I'm on Shin Staff.
Yep. Okay.
Fastest game. That was a pretty fast game.
Yeah, well.
It was a fast and non-interactive game.
Urian reaped for 4, then 6, then 6. And also stopped all of the keys that I tried to threaten with, right? So.
This is the Mortivis Extreme deck. It's got the Chonkers with the 2 draw icons on it. It has Bumblebird up in there. The ultimate Chonkers. You could get your Chonkers really big and then waste not it for your whole deck. I'm watching the Worlds Collide Tournament Champions, getting back.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I wonder what obviously our only recollections of those are us playing it more than a year ago at this point, right?
The year and a half, right?
Yeah. So
because it ended. I want to say it ended in like January.
Those are probably quite different. Than
January, February before the before COVID set in. So I think we did a lot of spacing for Worlds Collide, because we knew there was a delay fairly early, right? It was announced that there was going to be a delay because of COVID. It wasn't like people like the United States had not been like affected at the time, but we knew that production out of China had been delayed.
That's right, it was slowing down there.
So we knew that Mass Mutations was going to be delayed, and so we were like, well, we don't know how much of a delay. I guess we'll have to like space. We'll have to like plan for it.
And we're probably moving too fast through our Dark Tidings stuff right now.
Yeah, but we're so voracious for it,
yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the thing. So. I mean, I stand by the fun Dark Tidings decks are really fun.
Yes, absolutely.
And the bad Dark Tidings decks are really bad and are just like a drag to play. So the faster we get through round 1, I think round 2 is going to be like bangers only. It's going to be be awesome. You in Mass Mutations, you had like a few surprises, right? Because you had like the Sanctum Saurian decks or like the Sanctum Disc decks that could like take over a board, and like prove very difficult to just get rid of. And those decks were kind of slow.
I wouldn't click that. Okay. Jay Felipe, if you just joined us, would you believe that we are already done with the game of Keyforge?
Yeah, we just finished the game. It was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't click that.
Ban yourself.
The mod has to take himself out.
Um,
Who won the roll?
I rolled an 8, I think.
Did I even roll?
I don't think so.
Bertani, he's keeping up with us. Yeah.
We can't even pay attention to rolls tonight. I'm gonna.
My head is not. So
I'm first. Okay.
I will divulge with everyone that as of June 30th, I will no longer be employed by the company that I'm currently employed with. So my job has been made redundant, which means I will at least get compensation for no longer being employed. But yeah, just missed the rolls.
Not a problem.
We had a WoW healer that we always joked about texting in the middle of raids. He was characteristically he was the fastest battle res. No, I am still, so it is I can't divulge all of the details of my leaving the company, but the June 30th, I'm no longer employed by the company. So I will be working until that date.
Okay, too.
Okay, yes. Okay. I'll play PI7. I'll play a Theory of Conjecture. Yeah, okay. And I'll play another one. Okay, alright. Just play one Theory of Conjecture. Alright, it's your turn. I will draw 3. So, yeah, I will be getting a Severance package. So,
I'll say Shadows. I'll play Early Birds. I'll play a Sea Urchin and a Secret Needle.
Okay. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Eureka. Lots of Eurekas tonight. Hot Tub Stream's coming. So, June 30th is a Wednesday. So, I will be looking for work. I'm already looking for jobs, but yeah, I'll probably go by the office this week and pick up all my all my stuff that was like because I had like D&D books that were there because I was running a D&D game with some coworkers. I had my copy of Scythe up there because we were playing the Legacy expansion for Scythe, Fenris, Rise of Fenris. Now, so I got so many cards here. Is it worth taking the chains to draw 3 off of Sweven? I think it is.
It's like
I have 1 Logos card in here.
Yeah.
So I will take 3 chains. I'll reap with Sweven to draw 3.
3 changes, 3 cards, and you're eating those 3 cards immediately. So.
Yeah. I didn't draw any Logos, but all right. It is your turn. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll say Untamed and pick up the archive. I will play Chonkers.
Chonkers.
2 cards.
He's got a 1/1/1 counter.
I will.
Yeah. Anyway, so there is a abnormally large number of developers in the Keyforge community. So if anybody who works for a software company or anything like that, let me know if you guys are hiring. So
play Old Patty. Play Spore Forger. Did I play the Smallymok? I think I just discard the Smallymok, so I don't want to get rid of Needle. Yeah. I'll play Flumph. I will play Reap or
1-star
Sow.
Peeps is rating, bringing the Swindle leaderboard crew over tonight.
Nice.
We appreciate that. 1 star.
Reap or Sow. with... I guess Old Patty. I'm not going to take 3 chains, though. I can't. Actually, I can't now.
Oh, yeah.
The card is in the process of being played,
yeah.
so... The bottom card is a shoulder red.
Oh, that's not awful.
Not awful. Especially not when I waste not. Although... Yeah, I'll just get rid of the shoulder. It's fine.
It's the least good.
And I'll discard the Bumblebird. Okay, I'm done.
Alright. I'm gonna look at my archives. Alright, I am going to put my archives into my hand, and I am going to say Saurians. I am going to start by playing Magistra Vita, and I will exalt Sweven to reap with Sweven to draw 3. It's all three logos cards. Close. Very close. Okay. I am going to hedonistic attempt. Oh yeah, I did see that you made it into the KFPL, so congrats on that.
Nice.
1 star. So I got a here, there. I am going to crushing charge. Which will murder Sweven. That's yours. But will murder most of the rest of the table.
4 chonkers.
I am gonna play a Cornison Octavia, a Medicus Lacus, a Faust, and a Console Primus. And I will say check with 8, and it is your turn. And I don't do anything with these chains yet because I still got too many cards.
So let's play Anomaly Exploiter, SLRS, Australis, Old Egad, Theory Conjecture, Archive. Okay, I'm done.
Did you want to take the tide?
Not really.
You can let me forge with Medicus Lacus?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to bury myself in chains against a board that I can't deal with, right?
Yeah. Alright, so I will forge for 6 using 2 off of creatures with Medicus Lacus. I see 5 dinosaurs. That's more than 4 using a logical operator. I am going to have Cornison Octavia capture 2. Consul Primus is going to reap. I'll move this to Addy. Yes. Faust is going to reap. Magistra Vita is going to reap. I will exalt Creasage to reap with Creasage. And then Medicus Lacus is going to. And I will say check with 9.
Well, for the record, Keyforge games.
Yeah.
Tonight. I'll let's pick up the archive. I'll reap with Old Egad. I will play Final Analysis.
Ooh.
Because I literally have to.
Alright, I will draw 6.
Draw 2. Play Theory Conjecture.
There's a lot of Theory Conjectures. And honestly, I think it's the Logos card drawing that's enabling the stupid stuff tonight. I'm going to...
I'm done. Your turn.
Alright, I will forge. With say Starlights, I'm going to play the Static Collection Array. I'm going to play Triska. I am Going to play Volmart. I am going to play Kirker. I am going to play Crash Muldoon.
Is this Magic the Gathering?
I am going to put Ambervac on Crash Muldoon. The titles are pretty high. I am going to put 2 Light of the Archons on Crash Muldoon. I am going to reap with Volmart, and your keys are plus. I will reap with Kirker. I will reap with Crash Muldoon. I am going to Unity or Discord to return up to 2 creatures. I will play Volmart. I will play Crash Muldoon. Actually,
yeah, that's ready.
Yes, he's ready. Crash Muldoon is also ready. I'll play all this garbage again. 2 more. And then I'll reap twice more. Your keys are +6 for the next turn.
We're extra done.
I dropped the first chain I gained this game. I was just above my hand size the whole game.
It's insane.
Logo Star Alliance, everybody.
Imagine, if you will, not being able to kill 2
Look, there's a Zinzek in this deck?
Yeah.
And another P.I. Swevin?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This deck.
I think you're on Shinsta. Yep.
Okay.
I'm on the Wastrel Duke. We'll see what this deck actually does, because it didn't get a chance to do anything.
Yeah. I was
in the
playing
first game.
I was playing some stuff.
It just didn't matter.
I was on a different level.
This pod is definitely something.
There's some decks that are cracked out of their minds tonight.
I gotta mark that. I mean, mark the games is done.
They're going too fast.
Yeah.
You're not even registering them.
0. And both those games were 3-0. Which is actually not that common for Dark Tidings.
No. You at least get a key, right?
Yeah.
Usually you get the pity key right before you lose, but was that common in Mass Mutations? I don't remember.
I think there were more 3-0s in Mass Mutations.
There were
Dark Tidings.
But the thing was, the decks were like paper, rock, scissors to each other, right?
Yes.
Because you would have a deck that would win 3-0 and then
it would
get
look amazing.
Stomped
Yeah.
the next game because you just you didn't draw stuff in the same order. Auto encoder would be like the bottom 5 cards.
I think the Mr. Jackfeet Gauntlet was a good example of that.
Yeah.
Also.
Decks that are just terribly inconsistent.
Jackfeet was pretty consistent. I mean,
but I think the Gauntlet really showed, because I would say the decks that we have in our Gauntlet are skew heavy creature side. Probably more so than you would find in an Archon tournament. But I think that comes from just the nature of the games that we've played on stream.
Yeah.
I
guess aside from Marcus,
I think right. The other decks are pretty heavy creature.
Confage is almost unfair in the Gauntlet at this point too.
Yeah.
I feel like
well, originally when we put it in the Gauntlet, it didn't go on the streak it had gone on.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but then again, it also goes on a losing streak. So I don't really know if Confage is the best one because it's so lopsided. Some of the games are. I didn't even pay attention to the roll. I'm just rolling dice because that's what I'm programmed to do before we play a game.
I think
roll again.
Okay, that's fine.
So we'll just roll again.
Instead of speculating. I think Nathan did too, but
okay.
Alright, I want this one. Okay, I will keep.
I will keep.
Bang.
Eureka. You think having low creatures is bad in Dark Tidings of a deck with 12, but 21 actions and lots of burn spells?
I mean, it depends on the actions, right?
I think it depends on the deck.
Yeah.
I think you can have Star Alliance decks that don't have enough creatures because you don't have enough creatures to put your upgrades on. We had a deck the other night that had that. Somebody shared a deck in our Discord, and I was like, this deck looks eerily like the deck we played. That was very close to awesome, but it was just too short on creatures. I think there's a nice equilibrium. I do think Dark Tidings actions, as a general rule, are very good. So I think you want your deck to have more actions than you initially think. in Mass Mutations, there were a lot of really good artifacts, and so decks that we found that did pretty well in Mass Mutations were ones that were heavier in artifacts. Because I think there were actually probably a lot of not great actions in Mass Mutations. I think that was part of the why the SAS scores on Mass Mutations were skewed.
And some poor creatures, because the creatures that enhanced didn't have text boxes.
Correct.
A lot of the time.
Correct. So a lot of the creatures were bad too. So it wasn't until you actually like got into playing the decks that you really like uncovered like what a deck could do.
Yeah.
Mass Mutations defied SAS for so long. Just because and it probably still isn't even calculated correctly to this day, but it's just not easy to, right? So
yeah, Dark Tidings creatures are definitely better in cross-set play.
Yes.
The Medicus Lacus.
There are way fewer, and because at that point the creatures are uncontested.
Yeah.
Right.
And then all that the opponent's gaining from taking chains to stop your creatures from, is just stopping your stuff from working.
Yeah,
and
that's
taking
bad.
chains to do that.
That's bad.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna say Untamed. I'm playing Shonkers. It's double enhanced. Draw 2. Bang. I'm gonna play Spore Gorger. That's right. And Spore Gorger. That's right. And then the Fittest. That is also right. We got the +1/+1 counter combos going on. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
All right, I'm gonna play Sanctum. I'll play Staunch Knight, and then I'll put 2 shoulder armors on the Staunch Knight. Make the most extreme Staunch Knight imaginable.
The Spore Gorger could not kill that Staunch Knight if I wanted it. Alright, I think this is still too good. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play the Gruin. The tide is neutral, so I don't have to worry about giving you one. I'm going to Reap with Spore Gorger, who's going to get a +1/+1 counter, but I will not remove any counters from it. I'm going to Reap with Spore Gorger, who's going to get a +1/+1 counter, and I will not remove any counters from it. And then Chonkers wants to double his +1/+1 counter, so he's going to fight this Staunch Knight. And do 1 to him, and I will get double the counters. And it's your turn. I will draw 1. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll say Star Alliance. I will play a Lay of the Land.
I don't even know what deck we would take from Dark Tidings to add to the Gauntlet.
I don't know either yet.
After enemy creature is destroyed, you're correct. It doesn't. So I'll just Reap with Chonkers. That puts me to 6 at least.
Okay.
So you're right. Sorry. I thought he was fight double. How is he ever supposed to kill anybody? This doesn't have damage.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Z Particle Tracker on the Staunch Knight.
Uh-oh.
I will put Ambervac on this Staunch Knight. Take the tide.
Okay.
I'll play Unity or Discord, draw a card. I am thinking about returning this to my hand. I wouldn't draw any cards then. Or I could just use it.
You get to
search my deck for a card, which is pretty good. So I will fight. He's very large and big.
About
just fight literally anything without taking damage.
Yep. Yes, that's correct.
Do I just fight this Chonkers off the table now? Or it becomes a random problem? Alright, I'll just fight Chonkers.
Okay.
And I'll search my deck for an upgrade, put it in my hand. We get Z-Ray Blaster. We make Voltrons here.
Staunch Knight puts his shoulder armor 1 pauldron at a time. But once he's got his armor on, he makes keys.
Boom. Wrapping them up. Even more. Okay, I am done.
Okay, Forge at least.
Yep.
Before the Ambervac takes over. I have a brilliant idea. I'm gonna say Logos. And I'm going to play Final Analysis before I lose this game to the Staunch Knight that I cannot kill and can kill everything.
He literally does anything.
I will draw 3. I will play this Infomorph, and then I will Data Forge, and not forge a key. And it is your turn.
Alright, I will forge.
Datum Forge.
I'll play a Sanctum, a Strange Ordination.
Yikes.
I'm going to play a Sir Bever and a Shifting Battlefield.
Okay.
And say check.
You're gonna rue the day, Sir Bever. I am going to say Shadows. I am going to play a Seeker Needle. I am going to play Hobnobber. I'm going to hit Sir Bever with the Scooped.
Captures 1.
Yep. I draw. Oh, you kidding me with this? I guess I gotta discard this early birds. Not a great time to draw it, but I don't think I would go back into Shadows on my next turn. I'm gonna hit Sir Bever with the Mug. That's right. Give me that back.
Still doesn't take damage.
And then I'm gonna hit him with the cement shoes. I'm gonna throw him in the lake. Blink, blink, blink. That's the sound of Sir Bever. Going into the water.
Glub glub.
And it's your turn. I will draw 5.
Okay, I'll say logos. I'm gonna pick up the archive. What is happening? All right, I'm gonna play Hydro Cataloger and Anomaly Exploiter and Hydro Cataloger. I will play this Data Forge. This is not gonna forge me a key, so.
You're at +5, so no.
I have 5 cards, yeah.
Data Forge, the draw icon is kind
It is awesome.
It is kind
and I will play the 3rd Hydro Cataloger.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, you were ready for the most even game of all night. Yeah, well,
I think
this game's actually pretty even.
Still there.
This game is actually hilariously even.
Put a static charge in Infomorph. I need a storm counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will.
This game is a mad dash race for the end.
Yeah, it's absurd. I'll play Swevin. I'll play Forgive or Forget and archive 2 cards of different types.
Oh, bad. There's like a good chance you need that Data Forge to win.
Yeah, Data Forge is interesting because I could like
the Hydro Cataloger, and that's like 4 towards 1.
Yeah. But I don't have another thing I can get with it. Yeah. I would have to get an off house card, which is okay.
Yeah, I there's a lot to enjoy in Dark Tidings. There really is.
Or I could just get 2 Starlights cards, although
I think there's some really fast Dark Tidings decks.
I'm pretty even split in the rest of the deck amongst houses, so
yeah. I think this set's power has barely been tasted. I think there are this set has a ton of key cheats. If there's like an Archon competitive deck out there with 2 key cheats, can you just imagine how little you actually have to like how small your amber total has to be for you to actually win a game if you're using stuff like Dark Discovery or Epic Quest is in the set too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Amber back and Lay of the Land.
Okay,
Data Forge is
tempting,
very tempting, but I think that is fine. 7, and I'll play Talmage Steelheart for
a bunch.
Okay.
Alright, I am gonna say Shadows, and at the start of the turn, poor Hobnobber gets blasted by the static charge. I will play Shoulder Ed. I'll play Monty Bank. I won't exalt Monty Bank. I actually would consider exalting Monty Bank in this situation because I do think there's a strong possibility that I have to steal 2 Amber to win this game. I'm going to Hobnob. And then I am going to Seeker Needle the Hobnobber to get one. So I will go to 8. It is your turn. I'll say check with 8. I will draw 2.
Say Starlands. I'll pick up the archive. Play Lay of the Land. Play Crash Muldoon. Play.
I think it's going to have Star Alliance in it because Triska, Unity, or Discord attachments are just insane.
Crash there.
And Untamed, Chelonia, and Deepwater Druin are both crazy. Can both generate a lot of amber out of nowhere with seemingly very few it's very little to invest.
I'm gonna put Amber back on the Z-Force agent to archive the top 3. I will use PI Sweven to reap
with Crash Muldoon.
And I'll draw 3.
How am I supposed to compete? I haven't drawn my whole deck.
I'll put Z-Wave Emitter. I will give him a Shield You later. And I think Espeon gets discarded, so you can't do stuff with it. Okay, your turn.
Alright, so I will Forge. Shoulder is going to take 2. Yeah. Both Phase Shift and Together in this set, right? I think the best possible DT deck would be Logo Star Alliance Untamed, right? The fastest, most efficient deck would be that combination, right? But I do think an Archon competitive deck could substitute Unfathomable for one of those 3 houses. Most likely Untamed. If your deck focused on slowing the opponent down, but like used like Illusions of Grandeur to kind of make up for the lost Amber Rush that you would get with not having Untamed. So yeah, exactly. Dark Discovery forges keys for free. So all right, I am going to say Untamed, I guess. I am going to Reaper, so I will draw. I will put 3 +1/+1 counters on the Shoulder Id. I am going to end fighting. So Monty Bank's going to do 1 damage to the Shoulder Id. Shoulder Id would do damage to the Infomorph, but instead steals. You've got a competitive DT. I mean, I think it is competitive. Like, I think it is honestly, like a set to be reckoned with. It's just it doesn't look initially that way.
Imagine if a million Dark Tidings decks have been opened.
Yeah, if you had a million.
Compare that to Coda.
Right. That's the thing. You have to remember that there is almost as much Coda opened as the other 4 sets combined. And the second set, AOA, like dwarfs the other 3, which is crazy to think about. Because I honestly, I still contend that I think if you were to, if Worlds Collide decks kept getting opened, you would find some Worlds Collide decks that were just very close to unbeatable.
Yeah.
And I think there's some very powerful Mass Mutation decks, but I think the top end of Worlds Collide is still better than the top end of Mass Mutations. So
look at that deck. We will peep it after this game.
People tend to forget the mountains of Coda trash. Exactly. You don't realize how bad Untamed was on average in Coda compared to the ridiculous Untamed, right? You're looking at like the top 10% Untamed feels silly, but you have those Untamed decks, like, and as much as cool as like Bear Flute is like trash, right? Ultimately, all right. So I am going to Waste Not. Did I already get? I think I already got my Amber for that, right? I started this turn with 2.
I think so.
I stole 1. Yeah, I get my 1 for the Waste Not, and then 9 is 5 cards. So I will draw 5 cards off. I'll shoulder it. Oh my, I missed completely. I didn't hit any Untamed. I didn't hit it. Does this deck have Data Forge? Did I play the Data Forge earlier?
Yes.
I did? How do I win? Oh, Mollymawk Anomaly Exploiter? I lose? Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Starlance. Hello.
Eddie is here. Eddie is here. Eddie has arrived.
Ugh. All right, I will.
Enchantress Ollie.
Guess I'll fight Moneybank before something happens.
He was gonna die to the stack charge.
Oh, I'll fight the Mollymawk then.
Okay.
I will play Agent Septia. Crash Muldoon. Will just reap. I am done.
Okay, Monty Bank gets crushed by the Infomorph. I'm gonna say
to capture the back.
Oh no. All right, I'm gonna say Logos. I'll play Eureka. I sure hope you don't grab the 2 cards that I'm hoping you don't grab. Well, you grabbed one of them. And then, it's so easy. I'll play this SRS Australis. I'll play an Anomaly Exploiter. It's just so easy. All I gotta do is Theory Conjecture to stop Justin from winning. It's an old EGAD.
Old EGAD ain't gonna do it.
The game was fairly close.
Yeah.
You were like
it was just whoever got it ahead.
You were like slightly ahead on cards.
Both decks were doing some silly card drawing things.
So this deck has 3 Theory Conjectures. I didn't see any of them until the very end. So
they didn't help me in the games I played it. So
well, I mean, if you, I played 2 in the other game, right? Like on my first turn, and was at the hand limit.
Just behind.
Was above the hand limit the whole rest of the game, right?
Old EGAD.
Old EGAD.
All right, let's check out.
I had another Theory Conjecture, but I don't actually know if this deck has enough Amber control. I don't think it does.
I know this deck doesn't.
This deck is like mostly hop numbers.
I think this deck's problem is if you had gotten out ahead of that game, it wasn't stopping you too. So okay.
3 games.
Just like that. Do you see? Yes, you do. No, this is not the right deck.
Principal Z Niffle Youth.
That was the other one we got linked.
Yeah, from the last Enchantress Ollie.
This is the right deck.
Double Information Exchange, Face Shift,
what
double
am I already seeing here?
Triple Eddie.
God.
Legacy Lycobot.
Legacy Lycobot's funny.
It's got it's if it were like a demo bot, I think it would probably be better, right?
Just a bot being a legacy is funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
But Lycobot's pretty good.
Yeah.
But 3 Eddies and 2 Mecha Buoys.
That's pretty good.
Binary Moray to Phase Shift, Info Exchange.
All right, Widespread Corruption is actually a very good card. The Hard Simpsons. You don't have like the good stuff with Hard Simpsons.
It's got one secret.
It's got one secret needle.
Trickle down economics is insane.
Trickle down theory is actually like a crazy good card.
Theory, yeah. You have Faye also.
Faye's fine.
Yeah.
Mold is good circumstantially because it's good if your opponent is planning on capturing your Amber, right? Because you can forge off of their creature with it. 2 Grand Alliance councils, love that. Together, love that. Unity or Discord, love that. Jericho. Agung and Walmart. Yeah, that deck's pretty good. I bet you probably in a sabotage mission to round out like the Amber Patrol package.
Trickle down in 3 A's is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cement Shoes Simpson, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that you would want to most of the time, right? Because I think you want to use this.
But you could use you could lose a ping from Zap. You could send a ping from Zap.
You can't send pings from Zap into Hard Simpsons. So
because you could like together for Hard Simpsons.
Mole is good with Widespread Corruption. Yeah.
Man, this is good. This is a lot of cool stuff going on for sure.
Yeah. I would be worried about keeping your creatures alive. That would be my primary concern because
they're just baby.
Unlike Mass Mutations and Worlds Collide, you don't have the warding or the graveyard recursion that those sets did.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like rely on just playing volumes of Eddie and then getting through your deck again and playing them.
Which it seems like you probably can.
Yeah, which I don't think would be that hard for this deck necessarily. So.
And anything that sticks is getting used by something, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that deck does look pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good name too. It's very solid.
Yeah,
two words.
Yeah, those are my favorite names, honestly.
Yeah,
just
2-word names.
Yeah,
descriptor.
The job name. So,
all right. The Grand Alliance councils are really good in there too. Yeah, especially because you can use them with the Agung.
Yeah, Agung Grand Alliance Council is
Agung zaps.
Just wipe stuff off the table.
Also sweet.
So I get Prospero. You get the other one.
I am on
Oziel.
Okay, this is the one you played second game.
Yeah.
That popped off.
Yeah.
These games are absurd. This is like exactly as expected. We promised spice, we got you some spice.
It's good to know that our deck evaluation gets better the deeper into a tournament.
Now I still don't think I could evaluate a Mass Mutation deck, but I think evaluating Dark Tidings is a little easier for sure.
Well, I think the power discrepancy between the cards you want and the cards you don't want is pretty extreme, right? You don't really want old EGADs, right? PI Swevens. If I had like 4 PI Swevens, I would take them. I know they're gonna die, but it's one of those where
one time
if they live, they're gonna do something insane. You know, in the Star Alliance, I want Agungs. I want Grand Alliance Councils. Right? Like, it's like there's the commons I know I want and the commons I could you know do without.
So. Yeah, I saw the Dave's deck.
He was playing that in the tournament. So.
It was just silly.
Yeah,
it was just silly. Rooftop Laboratories, PI Swevens, and the thing that archives all your creatures from play. So you just do that every turn. You just reap and gain 9, or you draw 9 cards and archive all creatures in play.
Yeah,
just all the time.
It's pretty good if you're like draw and then archive them so they're safe.
Yeah.
For removal, and then just play them again on the follow-up.
And they're ready because you have the laboratory, Rooftop Laboratory.
Paying attention this time. I have a 6. Justin has rolled a 7.
I am the victor.
Using logical operators, 7 is higher than 6.
Wow.
Hire me.
Wow. Mulligans.
Do I want to keep this? I will. A mulligan. I don't think it's quite there. I had a 3/3 hand. I kind of hate mulliganing a 3/3 hand. I had a Drixker with a Teresa. Dude, no. Did the guys who create Bitcoin accept only Bitcoin? No, they want cash for their Bitcoin. Also, most of them have been arrested for some reason or another.
Yeah.
Or don't exist. It's your first Keyforge tournament since COVID yesterday. Pulled a library access style deck. It's keeping 20 cards all night.
That's
so
awesome.
much, yeah. You get library card? Oh god. Okay, I am I guess I'll say Star Alliance. I'll go ahead and run out the Keyforge. I'll play Kirker and Teresa. I'll keep Teresa sheltered for now. Draw 4. Still lost. Yeah, that's Keyforge, right?
Keyforge, huh? Counters on that?
Yes. I have 2 time counters.
I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play this deck collectionary. It's probably a bad idea. I'll play Agent Septia. I'll play Crash Muldoon. I'll reap. Your turn. 3 file analysis and Archon's callback. File analysis had draw pips. Oh, okay.
Oh, but you get to draw plenty of it. Evil Twin of Alex, Admirable of South Cove. Alright, I am going to say Sanctum. I'll play Urian. I'll play Larry the Lake. I will capture onto Kirker. You can't really fight Kirker for free. I'll take the 3 chains to raise the tide. Teresa is going to fight Crash Muldoon. If I could kill the Agent Septia, I would here. And then I will Cleansing Wave to heal. I have the doorstep. I'm just going to play for the Amber right now. And it's Keyforge lost the counter. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3.
Okay, I will say sorry, and I got a crushing charge now, even though it kills my Zenzi.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it represents too much of a threat.
It is definitely scary.
Then Kirker was the correct call.
Play Venator, play Lycus, play Faust.
Eddie's attacking.
All right.
Eddie attacks.
All right.
He attacks.
So vicious.
He attacks. Monka TOS. Monka TOS.
Hey. Okay.
All right. I am
Doggo arrive.
Going to say Star Alliance. I'll play Commander Drixker. Give Drixker the Amber back. And I get an Amber for that. So after an upgrade is attached to Drixker or one of its neighbors, gain 1. Kirker, do I take this opportunity to kill Faust? I believe that I do, because Faust is a problem. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 2. Oh, this Keyforge exploded. Oh no, at the start of your turn, remove a type counter, then destroy it.
It does. Yeah. Eureka. Yeah, Faust is definitely an honorary witch. There's a lot of honorary witches in this set. Alright, I'll play a Bill Jordan. Raise the tide. Your turn.
Ensuing dog skirmish. Pending dog skirmish. I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to Brain Drain. Okay, so I'm going to get the reach advantage. Don't know what's in the archives. I couldn't know what's in the archives. Alright, so Gap, Wrath, or Ruin. I can either destroy a flank creature or return two enemy creatures to their owner's hands. And based off of what you had in your hand, if you still had the reach advantage, you would absolutely take a Saurian turn. But without the reach advantage, I think you may be priced into Logos based off of the Positron Bolt. You had the other Bilgewater in your hand?
PS weapon.
PS weapon, okay. +2 cards that are down there. Unlikely to be Logos. Could be Logos. Could be like one Logos card down there. I think I return Lakos and the Bilgewater to your hand. I think that makes your turn a little awkward. And then I'll play Sleep with the Fishes to see if I can force a key through. Well, I know you'd have to have Amber Control down there. And I'll drop a chain and draw 3 and say check with 6.
Alright. Play Logos. Pick up the archive. Play Information Exchange.
Thought I could sneak the key through there.
Play House Trumbull.
Okay. Kirker is dead. Drixker takes 3.
Play a Sweater. Bilgewater is probably a discard. Unfortunately, because it makes me not threaten. 8 ways. Your turn.
Alright, so I think I'm going to punish you with the collection array. So I am going to say Sanctum. Well, play Sir Bever.
Earl Slobbery.
I'll play Marshal Ewer and raise the tide. Yeah, definitely. This dog has been slobbered on by the other.
Oh my god.
He's.
I gotta get a towel. Oh, we have the Mortivus towel.
The Mortivus towel. Oh.
The gifted towel.
The gifted towel.
The packaging towel.
And then I'm gonna Honor or Glory, and I will do 3 damage to each flank creature. So Ewer's gonna take 1, Venator Altum's gonna take 1 and get exalted, and PI Sweaven is gonna explode. And then I am going to Taxing Journey. I guess Drixker, you can't quite. Oh no, do I want a Taxing Journey? I think I want your 4 for 7. But I threaten. Fine. Alright. And it is your turn. I will draw 5. Say check with 6.
Say Saurian. I will take the chains. Play Lakos. I'm gonna play a Cornus and Octavia. Play Reach Advantage. For 3 there. I'm gonna fight the Rever, I guess. And I am done.
Alright, I'll take 3 chains with take the tide. I will say Unfathomable.
Static Collection Array is increasing my key cost to 7 when the tide is low.
I'm going to play Wakolia, I'll play Hard Sign-In, and then I am going to Sink or Swim to exhaust a creature in each of its neighbors. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
I'll forge. Say Star Alliance. Play Kirker. Give him 2 Light of the Archons. This is. Play in your Discord, do that again. I am done. This does happen though.
Okay. Alright, I am gonna say Star Alliance. I'm gonna put a Teresa on Ewer, and I'll get one for Tricksker. I'll put a Shieldulator on Ewer and captured there, and I'll get one for Tricksker. Tricksker will reap. And then Marshal Ewer will reap? Question mark? I want him to like go fight things, but he doesn't actually kill. Okay. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2. Say check with 7.
Say Saurian. Is there Grand Melee in that deck?
Don't believe so.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, there is not.
Play Corners and Octavia with a capture icon. Just capture there. I'll play Magistra Vita. I'll exalt Trigger. Something's killing that Drixker. What it is, I don't know. I'll fight with medics.
Okay.
Just load this Octavia up. It would be super sweet if I had Imperial Forge. Like,
yeah.
It would be super sweet. But I don't.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't.
Like, it would be really cool. I'm gonna fight the Wacolia.
And you exalt.
Yeah, I can't take change. I'll fight it with the corner.
Okay.
And then this Venator Ultim. Marshall is 4.
4/4.
But with the damage on it.
Yeah. So he needs 7 damage to die.
How convenient. But again, Venator would. I'll take that one. Let's
Kill
stuff
your
off the board. Yeah. I do take 2
and exalt.
Exalt. Okay, I'm done.
Forge.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to say Unfathomable. I'll play Sobog's Thingamabob. I'll play Tomwa of the Glow. I am going to Storm Surge. Your cards do not ready on the next turn. Horrid Sinan. You have a job to do. That job is to kill Medicus Lecus before I lose the game to it somehow. Alright, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3. And go ahead.
Play Logos. Play Hydrocatalyzer. Exterior Conjecture to Arc 2. Exterior Conjecture to Archive 2. Play PS Weapon. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to say Unfathomable. I'll play Frigorific Rod. I am going to reap with Tomwa and choose Cornison Octavia that has 3 on it to exhaust. Tide is high, so I will draw 2 cards. I will under pressure the Ice Sweven.
Under pressure.
And then I'll Recusals Chant to just tap everybody. They're all gonna get tapped again anyway. So bogs, but okay, it's your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay. I'll say Saurian. Play a Rostrum. Where's an Octavia?
Of course, the Octavias are actually a problem in that deck. They pose a pretty big threat.
I'm gonna discard Hedonistic Intent because
It can backfire.
I got enough amber on my guys right now. I don't really want to load you up with more.
Put 2 more so that you can get 1 more amber. Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Away Team and then Grand Alliance Council. Unfathomable, Star Alliance, Logos, and Saurian, and then everything else is toast. And it is your turn. I will draw 2. Say check with 12.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance. I'll pick up the archive.
I get Volmarted.
Yes, you are. I will play Triska. Put an amber back on Vita. Is tied. I'll archive a card. I guess I'm gonna play Chapman first.
Okay.
Then Triska. Then Volmart. Then Reap with Volmart. Use cost +6. And put Amber back on this weapon as well. Your turn.
Alright. I'll forge for 12. Which is some bullshit. If we're being completely honest. If we're being completely honest, that's some garbage. I am going to say Sanctum. I'll play Staunch Knight. I'll play General Salvador. I'll play Seneschal Sargassa. I'll play Urian the Circumspect. My Sanctum creature showed up. And it is your turn. I will draw and then shuffle and draw 3.
Well, don't think I can allow some Urian nonsense.
Boo this man. One of the things that annoys me is when Justin gets to do some cool shit on stream, and then he stops me from doing it the whole rest of the night. And there's got to be people out there who are like, "Oh man, Justin invented Urian plus those bullshit the bullshit upgrades on him."
No one thought to do that before me.
Nobody thought to do that before Justin.
It's just fact. I'll pick up the archive and say Saurian. I will Reap with Magistra Vita and gain 1 from the Colonist Chapman ability. And then I will exalt a friendly non-Star Alliance creature to Reap with it. I'll exalt and Reap with Walmart. I will use the Rostrum to move this there.
You've seen what I cheer for.
I'll play a Crushing Charge.
Tamwa, Salvador, you're right. Oh wow, you annihilate your board too.
Yeah. But I think it's necessary. And I get a hit on Amber a little bit, and I'll play Console Prime. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna say Star Alliance. That's a Cease Forge, which I think could win this game.
Could, absolutely.
I'm gonna play an Away Team. I am going to put Teresa on Seneschal Sargassa. There's 2 time counters on it. I'm gonna play Light of the Archons onto this Away Team. It's the first step. Just generate enough amber to win the game once the Cease Forge is done. There's no artifact destruction in the deck, right? I think so. I'll have this away team kill Magistra Vita. I don't want you amber backing me. It's 4 because it's got 1. Sinistral Sargasso. Reaps or kills Consul Primus. I think I kill Consul Primus because I think an avenue to victory for you is to do some Saurian. So, and it's your turn. I will draw 4.
Play Eureka. Play the Captain.
Captain Presage.
I'll discard Bill Jordan. Your turn.
Yeah, Keyforge loses a counter.
It's actually kind of... I'm going to play Bill Jordan. I'm going to let you capture.
Give me the time.
Because if you doorstep, that's Amber that's safe from doorstep.
Gotcha. I also archive a card, the hijack.
You archive a card.
It is also an avenue for you to use Sargasso to stop me if I go to like exactly 6.
Exactly.
I think this turn has to be bad. You're not actually threatening, so I don't have to.
I just see Forge in play anyway.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I get another turn regardless. Is the thing, right? So if the Seas Forge ended and you had enough amber to win, I can still like answer some. I think I have to take this bad unfathomable turn. I'll play Hard Sign. I'll Storm Surge. I'll Brain Drain. Put the reach advantage on top of your deck. And then I will Wrath or Ruin, bouncing those Itchu and Zinzi. You had just Zinzi as a logo card, right? I'll Wrath or Ruin to kill the Bilge Warden. I think that's the one that gives you the most plays. I'll Frigorific Rod the Rostrum. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
The logos. Get the archive. Play Zinzi. I'll play Bill Jordan.
So you take the tide back, you get to capture 2, you get the archive.
The Captain. I think the Captain reaps so that I am threatening. And I will discard PI7. That is it. I use Storm Surge, right?
Correct. Capture 3. For Johnny. We will look at the deck after the game.
This has definitely been the hypest game, or the most close game.
Oh, Sargasso just complicates this game further.
It's very complicated.
I am going to say Star Alliance. Have to take the tide regardless, so that'll at least keep the game going. So I'll say Star Alliance, Sargasso, order of operations here. Reap with the away team. Grand Alliance Council.
Keyforge is dead now, right?
Oh yes, it exploded. Grand Alliance Council. Choosing these three. Bilge Warden. The away team dies but puts Light of the Archons into the archives. Sargasso can go beat up that nerd Bilge Warden. Unless Reaping is better. Yeah. Beat up that nerd. And then I will play Drixker. Then I have to take 3 chains to raise the tide. Capture 2 onto Sargasso. Get to archive. And then it's your turn, I'll drop a chain.
We reached the point of the game where we're gonna take 3 chains back and forth for the rest of the game.
I think so. Oh, this is away team reap.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I will say
maybe Sargasso was supposed to reap, but I know you can stop me just by taking the tide there.
Okay, I'll say Logos. Hold on. I gotta figure out what these cards.
So you can theory conjecture and play them both.
No, I have one theory or conjecture.
So you can see what
What
your odds are.
Yeah. I haven't gone through the deck yet this game.
You have. That's the second.
Have I?
That is definitely the second go through.
Okay. Fair enough.
I am on my second go through.
Is it? Just tell me. Inceptia. Inceptia? Mod check. Inceptia. Inceptia is one of them. That's all I need to know. I will play the top card. It's I will play the top card. It's Agent Septia. Okay, that's fine. I will take 3 chains. Raise the tide. I don't get the archive. Do I even do this? Not archiving card is pretty cringe. Also wouldn't draw through my deck. I will not take 3 chains.
Okay.
I will information exchange and steal 1. I will Positron Bolt there. And I am done. Yeah, I watched the E3 stuff. Nothing. I think I'm not a normie gamer enough to enjoy E3.
I'm gonna put my archives into my hand and say Sanctum. I am gonna play Sir Bever. I feel like people that would have made fun of you 15 years ago for playing video games are the people who watch E3 now.
Yeah.
Who's like, it's like just
like I'm so hype about Battlefield.
I am gonna play Larry of the Lake. Capture onto. I don't even know who to capture onto anymore. Sir Bever, who dies to crushing charge. I will taxing journey Sir Bever. Capture these.
All I want to see is deck building card games and like roguelikes. So I like the Devolver Digital. Yeah.
Honor or glory. I guess I just discard this. It doesn't do anything here. I have no need for honor or glory. Sargasso is just gonna reap. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 6. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Roguebook, yeah. I have that on my wish list, I think. Alright. I'll say sorry and I'll pick up the archive. Play Cornizon. Hedonistic Intent. I will play Medicus and Faust. I'll reach advantage to take the tide.
Yeah.
Archive the top card. Capture 2. I'll rostrum 1. I'll go there. Griftlands? I played Griftlands like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I thought it was technically already released.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's like, it's almost, I want to say too RPG heavy for me to really enjoy the game.
Too much talking.
Okay.
I did get a lot of time out of it when I played it, though. It's alright.
I am going to say Star Alliance. I am going to play Lieutenant Kirker. I had a lot more fun with Tainted Grail than I did with Griftlands, and Tainted Grail is also a Slay the Spire-esque game, so... I am going to put Light of the Archons on Drixker, so I'll get 2 for that. I am going to put Ambervac onto Kirker. I will raise the tide and get 1 for that. After this 2 on the Kirker. Fine.
Yeah, or grab a card too.
Oh yeah. And then I have to kill. So, Seneschal Sargasso is going to kill Medicus Lacus. Oh, it takes 1. The away team Drixker has got 3.
Replaced looked cool too. Yeah.
Drixker is going to kill Faust.
I know it was a roguelike. That's great.
And then the away team is going to. And it is your turn. So check with no.
It was $1,000 for the VHS tape. I enjoyed their conference. It was just absurd, and they put time and effort into their even though it's kind of cringe. It wasn't as cringe as random other stuff that we saw. Okay. Gasso can still give me 2. I'm not out of it yet. I'll say Star Alliance.
Crash Muldoon.
Play Crash. I will use Crash to capture 2. Cornus and Octavia capture 2. I will reap with Septia.
You want to take the tide before?
Oh, the tide's high. Yeah.
Because
Yep. I will take 3 chains to raise it.
You get to capture 2.
And capture 2. Reap with Septia.
Yeah, roguelike is pretty overused at this point, but
I'm still a sucker for it, so it's whatever.
I do agree with that. I think there are games that are like
If there are games that don't need to
be
be roguelike, but they are, that's the problem, right? Set to the tide. What do I need to stun? These all don't have text boxes that are relevant to stunning. I guess the sign-in.
Okay. Since they can trade with any of your...
Yeah. Well, you need your Discord to return the crash. Play Chapman. Play Crash. I'll reap with Crash. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to say Sanctum. I will play Marshal Ewer and raise the tide. I already have a card. Capture 2 on Ewer. Welcome aboard, Ewer. Here's your amber.
The deck is just like so smothering.
I'll play Urian.
We didn't get to see it do that because of the first game.
What? Yeah. Well, you killed like the cards that end the game in the previous one. Right? Okay. Larry goes and kills Colonist Chapman. Because of the 2, on the account of the 2 armor and all. Sargassa will kill Cornison Octavia on account of the 4 armor. And then Sir Bever just reaps because he can't actually fight anybody small. So he's an alien. What type of alien is Sir Bever?
That's weird.
He's an alien knight. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. So
okay. I can
theory conjecture,
but I don't. Theory conjecture. It's a positron bolt.
Okay.
Okay.
We got there. I finally drew the doorstep. I was ready. If you had threatened at any point, if you had generated enough to stop me, then I was not like in a place to stop you. So
yeah, it was an interesting game. I think this deck is good enough, probably to win.
I think there was like some draw order issues or something. I felt like I should have lost that game multiple times. But I guess
don't think so. You were the Untamed or the Unfathomable was like disrupting me just enough. It was really the brain drains, right? Because you were like ribbon turns away from me. So.
That's good. Good.
You were in control more of that game than I think you realize. That's what I'm thinking of Grey March. Why is alien even a keyword on the Crucible?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why. I don't understand. Alright, we got a deck review.
For Bertani.
Yes. Okay.
That game was as long as the other ones.
Yeah, it was. The Virtuous Duelist.
Oh, that's a good name.
Okay.
Triple Strange Ordination. Epic Quest with Golgotha and Ewers and Sargassos. I like that. I like that. I definitely like that Sanctum. There are gonna be games with that Sanctum where it doesn't feel like you do anything because you kind of play your guys and then they get killed. But I think there's some potential in that Sanctum. Shadows, hand cannon. But you got Bren's. I mean, hand cannon at least gives skirmish.
Okay, right?
Right. It gives skirmish.
Yeah, it's just weird.
It doesn't. It feels like it's a bit. The skirmish is what matters, I guess. So skirmish on any of these Sanctum guys, like Sargassa or Ewer, goes a long way.
You get Brend.
Oh, you got a little Nif so that you can fight with your Sanctum guys as well.
The 2 bubbles.
Seeker Needle, that's pretty good.
That was great.
Effigy is a blank card. The card is blank. That card has no text.
It's 100 power.
It has too much text.
It has too much text.
And That's the rule. If a card has not enough or too much text, it's usually bad. So
I'm worried that this Unfathomable is too creature heavy. It's got some stuff, but you want to like this stuff. You want to draw together, right?
yeah,
And the tidal wave's great, but
yeah.
effigies, whatever. The bubbles are great. This stuff doesn't have immediate effect.
This deck seems like it like crunches creature heavy decks. Like in a straight up creature fight, I feel like this deck will win. Will do pretty well. I don't know what you do against Amber Rush with this deck.
You have Gatekeeper, but like
you got a Hobnobber, but you don't have like the doorsteps. And you got Seneschals, but you really want doorsteps if you got Seneschals, or you want some way to tax.
Yeah, because you're gonna capture a bunch of amber, but
I don't know that Waccolia is like
it's definitely not reliable, right?
Right. It's if it's reliable enough. The problem with Waccolia is that it's not Reader Gallum.
Yeah,
and it is not Murmuk.
Yeah,
it is not either of those cards. So Waccolia turns out is a very balanced card, perhaps too fair compared to a lot of the other stuff.
It's so fair. What's up with that?
Yeah.
How dare it be that fair?
I think that's a neat deck. That's kind of
it's a great name.
I do think Sanctum and Unfathomable do work together in a lot of ways, very similar to the way Starians and Sanctum work together. They both have like board centric plans, and so Sanctum oftentimes wants to try to get onto the table and then keep your opponent from being on the table, and so. The Unfathomable does a good job of like tapping down the problem creatures that your Sanctum can't just beat in a straight up fight. So,
did you win game 3?
I believe you won game 3.
Okay,
it was 3-2. Then I won this game.
You won this game
3-2. Ozel.
So these are both 1-0 or 1-1. Yes, Shinstaff is 0-2.
Yeah, so
Prospero is 2-0.
Okay.
Okay. These are fighting for a spot. Only one.
Yeah, I do like that Sanctum. I do think you have you actually have decent play effects with your Epic Quest. And Epic Quest with Sargasso is like sneaky useful, right? You can capture onto non-Sanctum creatures, then Epic Quest away the Sargasso so that your opponent can't raise the tide to capture Amber to stop you from forging, right? So like I like that interaction. So
bets.
I kind of always is there a Peepo Shake? There wasn't a Peepo Shake.
I was trying to preempt the Peepo Shake.
I always feel like Epic Quest decks without efficiency in one of the other houses are always like long shots. When you've got logos who can archive some stuff for you ahead of time, or like in Coda, you had like Battlefleet and stuff like that could do some archiving or some drawing for you. Without Logos, I think Logos and Star Alliance, I don't think does enough for you. It can like filter your hand out so that you're like just only stuck with Sanctum stuff in your hand. But Logos is like such a huge enabler for Epic Quest in this set.
8. 9.
What deck is this? Oh, that's the Zinzi deck.
I was just.
This is the one you just played.
Yeah.
Oh, this deck is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, this deck's good.
Yes. Oh yeah.
This deck's great. Coda 1 with a Rise. Yeah, Rise. There you go. That's another good one. Right. I think that's one thing that Unfathomable lacks. That this had, which was the Graveyard Recursion. And you definitely feel that in this set sometimes. How crazy would Exhume be in this set?
Oh god,
it'd be absolutely insane, right? All right, draw 2. Good.
Say second. Play Bever, Marshall Ewer, Raise the Tide, Shifting Battlefield onto the Marshall.
I think I just play some Dinosaur Idiots that are large. I'll put my archives in my hand and say Saurian.
Till Lost and 3 Bad Pains is not to play.
I'll play Cornison Octavia, Medicus Legis, and Cornison Octavia. I'll capture onto a Cornison. And it's your turn. I'll draw one.
I will play Eureka.
Alright, suppose that's fair. I suppose that is fair.
I'm done.
You know how much work I have to do to kill a Sir Bever?
You attack it at least twice.
When I say Saurian, I'll play Magistrate Vita. And I think I just reap 3 times. I don't even think it's worth trying to kill this Sir Bever right now. I'll deal with you later. I'll draw one. Good. I will deal with you later. I'm gonna use my Saurians until you force me to do something else.
I see that. It's unfortunate. I'll say Sanctum. Play Staunch Knight, plays Staunch Knight. Hey, maybe he is. Fight the Medicus. And fight Medicus. I'm done.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll play Rocketeer Triska. I am going to Ambervac Cornison Octavia, so I will get the Tide. I am going to play Volmart and then Reap with Volmart. And it is your turn. I will draw. Check the 6.
Star Alliance, pick the archive. Put an Ambervac on Staunch Knight. Raise the tide.
Can't stop vacking.
We're vacking. The Z particle tracker on Staunch Knight.
That deck isn't the one with Teresa's, right?
The Crash Muldoon.
Oh god, no, but the Crash Muldoon!
I will play Septia. Sorry, other Staunch Knight. You're not as cool as that Staunch Knight. I will reap, or I'll use the Crash to have Staunch Knight fight. What you gonna fight?
There's no shortage of targets to fight.
Fight Volmart. I do take one. I'll fight Triska. And I can search my deck for an upgrade.
It's funny, the Logos, they didn't print any of the Logos Battle Line manipulation cards in
right,
this,
yeah. Like, those would be insane.
They would actually be so good.
The artifact that moves them around.
Yeah, the artifact that moves people around is deeply missed in Logos in the set.
And the other sets, it was like, meh, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll put a Z-Blade Blaster. We're loading them up. So they deal with it. Alright, your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. I forge?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I am going to say Logos. I will play Creasage. I am going to Theory or Conjecture and Archive 2. I am going to play Bilge Warden and take the Tide. I am going to play P.I. Sweven. I got a Positron Bolt. I guess I zap the Staunch Knight. Put some damage on Crash Muldoon. And it's your turn. I will draw 5.
I mean, I can't. I just can't not fight with the Staunch Knight. In what universe would I do that? Alright, I'll say... Sanctum. I'll fight this Bilge Warden.
Spray him down.
That takes 2. I'll fight Walmart. I will reap twice. Play Gorm. And play Ewer. Is the Tide. Your turn. Seven.
I don't think I can test this key. I am going to say Logos. I'll play Hydro Cataloger. I'll play Bilge Warden and Raise the Tide. I will play P.I. Sweven. Get the Archive. And then Captain Creasage will kill Sir Bever. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Forge. Say Logos. I will play Phase Shift, Operative Espion. I'll play Hydro Cataloger. I'll play Anomaly Exploiter. I will take 3 chains.
You have to Archive 2 and use somebody.
Raise the Tide. I can use the Staunch Knight to fight that Bilge Warden. We've been here before. I can search my deck for an upgrade. I don't think I did that last time.
Yeah, you don't. I don't. It was a Sanctum turn.
Sanctum turn, yeah. I don't think there's a shoulder armor.
I don't think there's a shoulder armor. Maybe wrong.
No, there totally is a shoulder armor. So I would have played that, right? Is that okay, or is that too much?
I think that's too much of a take back, right? Because at this point,
I don't have. I can fail
because you could have drawn the shoulder armor. There's like a number of things that could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still fine to get an upgrade though. Let's get the Z wave. Like we could just. I think you can fail to find, right? Like if there's nothing there, you don't have to prove that there's nothing there, right?
Correct.
If you don't want to find something, you don't have to find something.
Yeah. It's if we both missed it, right? The problem is because it deals with the deck and unknown things, we can't there's no way for us to go back and just say you did this thing.
I will form your Hydro Cataloger. I'll static charge there. I'll play a Sweven.
Okay, I am going to say Saurian. I am going to play Altruist Rostrum. I will play Cornison Octavia. I'll play Senator Altum. Play Faust. Before I play this Faust, I'll play
I drew 2 main cards.
I'll play the hedonistic intent.
I'm just gonna shuffle all these back in.
Okay.
Redraw. Put my chains over here.
Then I'll play Faust. That deck actually has a lot of attachments because you can get the static charge or the shoulder armor.
I think it's everything, something in every house.
I think I just have the deck doesn't control Amber very well, so I think I just have to. I think it just I just have to win the game. I'll reap 3 times. Whatever you kill, you kill. Okay, it's your turn. Do I want to raise the tide? Got an Amber Vac, so I have to raise the tide. I'll take 3 chains to raise the tide. So I'll archive. Beyond I don't get to take advantage of because all my guys were Saurian. So I'll draw 4, dropped a chain. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll say Sanctum. We're gonna fight Faust. We're gonna raise the tide. I'm gonna archive a card. Use Operative Espeon to reap with Swevin to draw 3 cards.
I really needed like a way to interact with this board. Some sort of action that perhaps could kill multiple creatures.
Play shoulder armor.
I would even be willing to pay a chain to kill.
Play strange ordination.
Any number of these creatures.
Play Larry of the Lake. Staunch Knight. We'll fight. This corn is an Octavia.
Okay.
I got a lot of armor here.
You have 4 armor. 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So there, you get that.
I'll fight that one with the Staunch Knight. Poor Staunch Knight in the middle of the battle line. I don't think I've ever seen a Staunch Knight that in the middle of a battle line before.
Without some sort of outside interference.
Yeah, and I'll reap with Marshall. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Stack charge. I will forge.
Yeah, no Amber Control in sight.
I am going to say Saurian. I am going to rostrum this here. I am going to crushing charge. Please exit the battlefield. Justin's side of the board, except for the Staunch Knight, who I've resigned myself to never killing. I will play a Consul Primus. Could I just dogpile that idiot this turn? He is 4, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 4.
He is 4 power, 5, 6 power, 7, 8 power, 11 power.
11 power.
4 armor.
Okay. He's got 3 damage on him.
Yep.
So I need 12 damage. So Venator Altum plus someone can kill him. But if I just reap 3 times, I think I can win. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reap 3 times. And say check with 6. It's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Yeah, I guess you just win. I gotta play Lay. No, I have Starlines. Because I have Lay of the Land. I'll play.
Yeah. Fine, no Amber Control.
Oh yeah.
I had to take 3 chains to take the tide.
So you don't amber back?
Yeah, so you don't get amber back. That's correct. Draw and then use.
Yeah, because I can't use then draw.
Yeah.
So, that's it.
Okay.
If I could use then draw, I could fight and shuffle my deck and then try to draw an answer. I don't even know if there was an answer left. Is Volmart in here? No, Volmart's not in here.
Volmart's in this one.
Dang.
I think I got away with one there.
Dang. It's still like an amber control at the end of the day, right?
All I had to do was generate 18 amber and I won the game.
Yeah. This deck's fun though.
All I had to do was generate 18 amber and then also not let you have a chance to use Seneschal Sargasso or whatever.
Okay. Is this a squash match?
Shin staff?
I don't know, we'll see.
Prospero. Tonight's probably some of the best DT games that we've played. Even the blowouts were like funny and one way.
They're good.
Last couple games have been pretty good though.
Yeah, you're on Prospero. Shinstaff is winless, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's unfortunate because it looks fun. I mean, it's got some fun stuff going on. It's just not there.
Yeah,
it's not quite there.
So deck with final analysis tonight.
Yeah,
but like all of these decks,
it's having to play to like not lose the game. So
yeah,
you don't want to be in that position when you're playing final analysis. You want it to at least be like asymmetrical.
You want to be drawing some number, right? You don't want to you don't want to just final analysis and your opponent draws 6. Because that's kind of like I don't know, it's like a reverse Martian generosity, right?
Yeah.
It's like destroy all of your opponent's creatures, but give them way more than what they paid to get it. Has anybody listened to the Nordic podcast? It's mostly dudes from Sweden. They started one last week. It's pretty good. Enjoyed the first episode. They talked about their format for their league. They have a 6-deck format, where the beginning of the league, everybody you rolled 7, right? Everybody has 6 decks that they choose. When you go to play, you ban 2 of your opponent's decks, and then they get to pick. Each game you play a different deck, and then you play best of 3. Okay. So I thought that was kind of a neat format. They talked about it on there. So yeah, some of their names I recognize some of their names from hanging out and chat here and there. I know we're probably graveyard hours for EU watchers, but I think they support us more on YouTube. So they were talking about COVID times and stuff like that. So I always like hearing what because like you've got the French group, the AFK Association of French Keyforge. So I like hearing what's going on in other parts of the world as far as like leagues and stuff like that. Plus the French and the Nordic Keyforge leagues have gotten direct support from Asmodee. So
unlike any American anything.
So
or North American, I should say. Okay.
I'll keep
Infomorph.
It will say Sanctum. I'm going to play Urian and Salvador and Taxing Journey. Your turn. I'll draw 3.
Alright. I'll say Logos, I'll play it. Anomaly Exploiter, Infomorph, and fight Urian.
Boo!
Your turn.
You'll rue the day. I'm going to say Sanctum. I'll play Marshal Ewer and Raise the Tide. I'll play Larry of the Lake. You have yet to generate Amber. Salvador will kill that Infomorph for free because he's 4 armor. And it's your turn. I'll draw 2.
Say Shadows. Play Hobnobber. Play Sea Urchin. I'll play a Scooped on Larry. And draw. And
alright, I am gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna play Seneschal Sargassa. I'll play this Doorstep. Could live to regret it. Do I let the slaughter commence? Or do I just reap a bunch?
yeah, just go back in time.
I will have Marshal Ewer kill the Hobnobber. The Sea Urchin, you'd have to like take the tide before Sea Urchin could kill Larry, and I'm fine with that trade. So I'll reap with these 2. Just don't. Hobnobber doesn't get to hang around. Sorry, because he doesn't. That's why.
Play Logos. I'll fight the Larry of the Lake, and then anomaly exploit it. I will Bill Jordan. Guess I could have done that first, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, same result.
It would be if you wanted to capture 2 instead of all.
An ulterior conjecture to archive.
Better.
Yep.
Gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna play Staunch Knight. Marshal Ewer will run through the Bilge Warden, and I'll raise the tide. I get to capture 2. Put it on the Staunch Knight. Salvador will trample this poor Sea Urchin. And Seneschal will reap. And it's your turn. I'll draw.
It's not looking good. I'll say Untamed, pick up Archive. Play this Molly Mock and destroy my anomaly exploiter. I will play Infighting.
Okay.
So we'll do some damage.
Plink.
I'll waste not my Molly Mock.
Plink.
For 3 cards.
Zelador actually dies because he's 6, so.
Play a Flumph. I'll play Forgorger. Play. I will not play Flumph. Play the Fittest. I will reap or sow and draw. I'll reap with the Sporgorger. I'll give it a counter. And then I can remove 2 counters to do 2 to everything.
Okay. Ewer will die and Sargasso will take 2.
Then I'll play Flume. Okay. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Frigorific Rod. I will play Wacolia, and then I will Brain Drain. Drain the brain. I think Theory or Conjecture goes on top. You can choose to play the Theory or Conjecture with your other Theory or Conjecture, but at that point I think the damage is minimized. I will draw 3, I'll say check with 6.
Shadows, I'll play Shouldered and a Hobnobber and a Monty Bank, not exalted. Done.
Alright, I will forge. I am going to say Unfathomable. I will Frigorific Rod the Shouldered so that I can sleep with the fishes and kill it just to get it out of the way. I will play a Hearted Signin. I'll play a Storm Surge so you can't ready cards next turn. And then Wacolia will. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Lewis. Theory Conjecture. Top 2 Archive. Same. Holy God. Your turn.
I am going to say Sanctum. I will play Honor or Glory to do 3 damage to each non-flank creature. Which is gonna murder my poor Volcolia. I'm sorry, Volcolia. You deserve better. You deserved so much more. I will play a Sir Bever. I will play a Uriah the Circumspect. Sargasso. I'll Reap with Staunch Knight. I think I take the Sargasso on trade with the Spore Gorger. Just so that way you can't just use the Tide to control my Amber. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay, I'll say Lewis. Get the archive. Oh, final analysis. No fun. Out.
Yeah, I cannot believe this. By the years of friendship, over.
Play the Australis.
Over because he kills Urian.
Play Data
Oh my
Forge.
god, the cards I drew off the final analysis.
Before I play that, I played Data Forge and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
That looks like a Data Forge
That's
to me.
Data Forge, okay. Then I can play the Australis. And I am done.
Actual Data Forge.
It's happened.
Are you Sherman Pogging?
I don't see any Sherman Pogs.
I don't see any Sherman Pogs. Is it actually Sherman Pog? I forget.
I think so. Yeah.
I will say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play an away team. I'll play Drixker and load up the away team. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, so Teresa goes on the away team. I get 1 for Drixker. Shieldulator goes on the away team. I get 1 for Drixker. I capture 1 onto Drixker. Ambervac goes on to the away team. I get 1 for Drixker. A lot of the Archons goes on to the away team. I get the 1 for playing it and the 1 for Drixker. And then I have the Cease Forge, but I think I throw it away because I think it just slows me down. And it is your turn. And this is what was taken from Urian. This was supposed to be his. I will draw 3. Say check with 8. You respond with Chonkers?
Here's have another Amber.
Chonkers?
I'll play this Bumblebird too.
Okay.
I'll play this crap.
Forge.
Yep. It's not looking good.
Well, if I could just end the game right here, I would. So I'll try.
Just do it.
I'll say Star Alliance. I'll put another Teresa on the away team. Get 1 for the Drixker. I'll Reap with Drixker in the away team.
I guess
get a
it
6.
too.
Oh yeah, with Amber. Then Grand Alliance Council. I'll actually choose Drixker.
Okay.
And I'll choose Bumblebird. You like your Bumblebird, you get to keep your Bumblebird. Everything else dies though. You get this back. All of these go into
That's insane.
the archives. I'll say check with 6, and it's your turn. I will draw 2.
Say shadows. Play early birds. I will submit shoes.
I think 08 actually Data Forge is Sherman Pogworthy.
I think it is. I'll play Cement Shoes. I'll play Mug. I'll play Secret Needle. I'll play Curl Up. I'm done. None of that stops one Amber. 5 shadow cards does not stop one Amber.
5 shadows, 4 actions.
Yeah.
0 Amber stopped.
Yeah, this deck was not it. That deck, however, was it.
So it looks like the Voltron stuff in this set
It's very doable.
It's actually pretty good because it's like the removal is so bad.
It's very doable. I mean, I had the shoulder. The Staunch Knight Voltron the entire last game. So
yeah. Other sets. I mean, I guess there's no ostracize in this pod or anything like that, but still, you could have Z-Wave.
There's just no spot removal at all in this pod.
You could have like Z-Wave emitted it, and I don't really want to killed it.
Yeah. Okay, so
playing last spell. Who's playing last spell?
I played a little last spell.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good.
Player Herp, you're playing last spell. That actually does look pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I
only played like 2 runs of it, but
I watched Code Carnage play some of it. Sacriel play some of it. So does look pretty good. Still early access. I think I'll wait until it's probably like a little bit closer to release before trying it. Maybe even if after it released. So
Oziel and Prospero, the Impossibly Glorious, advanced.
Torsion.
Prospero is just. It's got a lot going on. Yeah. I like it. For a deck with no logos, really.
And honestly, it reminds me of a lot of his Mass Mutation decks that just squatted on the table.
Yeah.
We're very good at fighting it off.
And it's got the Seas Forge Doorstep combo, so it's got that going for it. It didn't really even have to execute this pod, but it at some point that's like you can't win the game. You just can't.
It doesn't have the efficiency, in my opinion, to it doesn't have the efficiency to reliably pull out that combo. Both times I played it, those cards were nowhere near each other. I think if there was like a way to archive just 2 cards in that deck at some point or another, that deck would be insane.
Yeah.
But there's so many times where Sleep with the Fishes was not paired. I actually held the Sleep with the Fishes looking for the Rakuzal's Chant. I knew at least I was going to have the Frigorific Rod. So I was going to try to play the... that any time Prospero took a turn where you played 5 cards, it felt insane, right? Like the power level of the cards you were playing were actually very high. I would say the unfathomable power level on the creatures is pretty low. The actions are solid, and Sobogs is pretty good.
Yeah, it is really good. It was very disruptive. The Untamed or the Unfathomable in general on that deck is just very, very disruptive.
Yeah.
The Brain Drain.
It's good. It's good at getting in the way.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
it's good enough. It's what
when you're not efficient. When you're not efficient, it pays to be disruptive, because it throws the opponent. It pulls the opponent down to your pace. Right. And since that deck is bursty in weird ways, the Brain Drain sets it up so that you can like try to force keys through that you wouldn't necessarily be able to forge. So yeah.
Okay.
That was a good night.
That was really good
night. The game slowed down significantly once we got like the right decks paired against each other, but yeah.
Once I didn't allow Orions to just run away with the game.
I would have protected him. I would have like tried to protect him better, but that I didn't actually have the setup to protect him.
Yeah.
It was one of those where I'll just play him and hopefully he has to take a bad turn to deal with him. So,
all right, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night for another pod.
Yeah, hire me, you cowards.
Yeah, do that too.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
everyone,
see ya.
Goodbye.